Welcome back, this is Starion from Starion Gaming. Today we're running the dungeon known as Halls of Lightning. Now this was a higher level dungeon back in Wrath of the Lich King. And as you see now, quest giver's inside. He gives you 3 initial quests. Basically to take out a bunch of mobs in the first room, get Loken's tongue, and to kill another boss. So let's get started. Now, as you see, the boss is right there patrolling. The lightning that's coming off him is actually empowering those mobs. Now, if I remember right, the achievement for this boss is to kill him while he's empowered. Now, to do that, you make sure you want to kill the mobs here into here. Usually, we just get up to the point to kill them here, and we wait. We would wait for him to troll down. Because you never really want to fight him when he's empowered and he's empowering the other mobs. Now, as you can see, the lightning came off him, which means he's no longer empowered. He'll get it back in a little bit. It's basically periodically he'll get his empowerment. Now, the Halls of Lightning, it's technically connected to the raid known as Urar. It is basically, this is the facility where the big guy up there, more or less, as you can see, makes the Iron Vekru, or however you say it. As you can see from here, there's a lot of them in there. Now we're actually going to go right for him since he's empowered.
I am out of range. I must get closer.
Trying to get in range of my
Too far away.
Your end is come. Flesh is not stronger.
Now you see, you heard the achievement sound go off. I got him while he was empowered. Just making sure I kill some more of these mobs, just to make sure I have the quest. Because I've never done this dungeon on this character. I wanted to make sure I get this. Because like I say, a little extra gold don't hurt. Now also in this dungeon, they actually drop a rep item, a relic Urar. For a rep group for the Frost Giants, basically, you look at him, but they're frost. He's a fire giant. They're actually located in Storm Peaks, and you do a quest chain to unlock them. And they have one of the mounts back then that was wanted, because it was a vendor mount. It was a woolly mammoth that could also be used to transport 2 other players. Now this room, you just gotta basically run straight through it. And then when you get up to about the top of the stairs, that's when you take out the ads. Now, these mobs will keep spawning until you actually defeat that fire giant up there. Once he's gone, they're gone. Now, as long as you didn't pull too many, even a single person could take him out that wasn't a tank. Now these are technically elementals. I like to kill them because they drop essences of their type, of water, fire, air, all that kind of stuff. It's always good to farm some old mats now and then, because you can actually get some nice bit of money off the AH for it. Now for this boss, for him, he summons up ads that you can defeat. They become brittle, and there's an achievement for him shattering his own ads.
You destroyed my children? The master was right. Now, to be concerned.
Now, as you can see, You have to defeat him in order to progress. First boss, technically, you can skip if you felt like it. Now, this room's going to have 3 waves of enemies. When you get in, a few of these statues here are going to awaken and come and attack you. As you can see, by the time we get to that circle, there should be another one showing up. There we go. Now we get up to here. This is when the next wave should spawn. There we go. Now again, we're coming up to the next boss, which is an elemental. Now as you see, Ionar. Yep, that's an I, it's Ionar. This boss actually has 2 phases. When she gets down to about 50%, she'll disperse herself into little balls of lightning that follows players at random. You don't want to really get hit by them because it'll increase the damage you get taken by them. After about, I say, 20 seconds, 25, she'll recombine and then you finish her off. Basically, when she starts to disperse, everyone more or less needs to run towards this way, as long as you keep her up there when you're fighting, and you'll be fine. Basically, you're just cutting the balls of lightning. The other ability she has is known as ball lightning, which basically she just launches a giant ball of lightning at a random person. But like I said, we're going to take her out in 1 hit.
I must get closer.
Now, as you see, this is the room that everyone would hate back then. One wrong pull, you got the whole room on you. And there's 2 mobs in here that you would hate. One is the Titanium Vanguards. They're more or less a survival hunter type of mob. They could put a poison on you that could hurt. And they're pretty tough. Now the second mob that, if you didn't pay attention to, could hurt you. Let's see. I believe it was the Rune Shaper. They have an AoE whirlwind that shoots out lightning at targets. It is interruptible, and I would advise you focus on them and interrupt it the moment they start casting it. Now I'm going to show you the pathway that my group would normally take. As you see, we would actually try to avoid killing these guys if we could. If we couldn't, we'd take them out. Then we would come up to this group. Now, half of my groups would go one way and the other half would go, but I prefer to take it a different way. One group would go this way, killing all the mobs and going that way. Me, if my group was good enough, we would wait until these mobs are patrolled done. We head over here, burn these guys down fast, wait for them to go there, then we would slowly just make our way there to avoid any fights. Now, as you see, this is actually a map of Azeroth back when Wrath of the Lich King was active. So you're not going to be seeing certain things on here that you think. Like, you don't see Pandaria and that such. But you see Drainy Start area, the Night Elf area. You see one of the continents right here. Right here is Northrend, the Maelstrom. Now, as you see, you don't see Pandaria yet, because this is Wrath of the Lich King. So everything that was back then is only going to be shown on this globe.
Too far away.
Now, once you get up to here to Loken, he basically takes a long time to give out a monologue.
I have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth and extinction of entire species. Over countless millennia, the foolishness of mortals has remained the only constant. Your presence here confirms this. My master has shown me the future, and you have no place in it. Azeroth will be reborn in darkness. Yogg-Saron shall be released. The Pantheon shall fall.
Now, as he is Loken, he actually used to be a Watcher, but now he's corrupted. Basically, he's the last quest you need. You basically take his tongue when you kill him. For him, it's more of a tank and spank, more or less. But you have to be careful of your distance from him, because he does a lightning nova every so often. The further you're away from him, more damage you take. But once he starts casting his literal lightning nova, the AoE lightning nova, you have to get pretty much away, because if you're inside when he casts it, chances are you're dead. So this was pretty much a decent mechanic fight you had to be careful of.
What hope is there for you? Then none heralds the end of this world.
Now you see at the end, the quest giver actually comes here to you, so then you can hand out your quest. If you were looking for a quick way to get out of here, as you can see, the door behind his throne has opened. Now, if you didn't clear out the mobs that were below here, you have a little fight. But as you can see, the pathway my groups would normally take is pretty much the easiest way. But as you can see, this has been Halls of Lightning. I'm Mysterion from Mysterion Gaming, asking you to please like and subscribe to my videos. I will see you guys in the next one.